Persichetti. While college students around the country may be learning in the classroom, they're getting lost in the pews, according to a new study. A majority of former Catholics claim around the time they graduated from college, they also left the church. But as Currents News' Katie Vasquez reports, Queens College is working to help students find their faith.
It's a Monday afternoon, but the Newman Center at Queens College is packed.
I want to really get closer to God and open up my faith towards Him, and I just think that that's a really good opportunity they have here.
It's an unusual sight for a college campus. According to Pew Research, 79% of former Catholics left the church before the age of 23. That same study found that 90% of nuns, that's people with no religion at all, left before the age of 29.
It's really easy, really easy to just forget about God, to forget about what really matters here.
But Queens College is using new tactics to buck the trend.
Frankly, the best way, I think, to invite people is to nourish those who are coming and encourage them, because they're the best salespeople, you might say.
Brooklyn Bishop Robert Brennan brought the Focus program to the school. The organization sends missionaries like Katie Mossberger from Connecticut to different campuses to engage with students.
We go onto campus and we either have we're just tabling and we're handing out things of saying about the Newman Center or the events that we're going to be having here.
Father Jose Diaz, the chaplain at the college, says it's those events that lead students back to their faith.
So they can come to the center, they can hang out with students, they could get to know one another and laugh together and talk about sports and culture, but at the same time they can pray together.
Just at this Mass alone, Father Diaz said he saw some new faces, but campus minister Omar Cortez says they still have a long way to go.
There was probably 1,000 Catholics on campus. How many of them are fully practicing? That's a more scarier number for us.
A scary number, but one they're willing to tackle one student at a time. In Flushing, Katie Vasquez, Currents News.
Queens College's Newman Center is open Monday through Thursday from 10:30 to 5:30 with daily Mass at 12:30. For more information, you can visit their website at qccatholic.org. Catholic schools in the Diocese of Brooklyn will soon start spreading the good news. The Tablet Catholic School Fundraiser is back, and students have already started receiving their sales packets. Here you can see the first graders at St. Francis de Sales Catholic Academy in Bell Harbor, Queens, proudly displaying their sign-up sheets, which will help them sell the paper to family, friends, and neighbors. More than 35 schools will take part in the competition, seeing who can sell the most subscriptions between when the fundraiser kicks off next Monday and its end on October 6th. Every new subscriber will give money back to the schools and the kids themselves, and the paper boy or girl who sells the most subscriptions will win a whopping $3,000. For more information on the fundraiser and to learn how to subscribe, just go to thetablet.org. President Joe Biden is calling for action after addressing the world during the 78th session of the United Nations General Assembly. The president spoke on issues such as climate change, claims of a Cold War-style competition with China, Russia's war crimes, and more. One of the first points he highlighted, emphasizing global unity and the role the United States has going forward.
I understand the duty my country has to lead in this critical moment, to work with countries in every region, linking them in common cause, to join together with partners who share a common vision of the future of the world, where our children do not go hungry and everyone has access to quality health care.
The commander-in-chief says the U.S. is striving to be an even more prosperous and equitable nation, which will help out countries around the world. Before the sitting president addressed the United Nations, the 42nd president, Bill Clinton, spoke virtually with Pope Francis during the Clinton Global Initiative. The pontiff emphasized the need for people to come together for the common good.
We are in need of a great and shared assumption of responsibility. No challenge is too great if we meet it starting with personal conversion, the personal conversion of each of us. the personal contribution that each of us can make to solve it.
Other topics of conversation: the recovery and rebuilding of Ukraine and advancing ocean conservation. Finally tonight, World Youth Day is a life-changing experience for the hundreds of thousands of young people who attend. But for one teen, she left Portugal seeing the world with brand new eyes, literally. She says the pilgrimage and the Blessed Mother's intercession helped the blind girl see, and now her family is telling her story. It was here in this sacred space that a teen from Madrid says she received a miracle. Jimena claims she regained her sight during World Youth Day after receiving communion at Fatima and praying to Our Lady of the Snows. Now, a month later, her family spokesperson says she's sharing her story.
She tells her experience and is very conscious that saying that the protagonist of this event is Our Lady. In other words, she is simply an instrument that Our Lady has used to make her power and intercession known to many people.
Jimena lost 95% of her sight 2 years ago due to a myopia problem. After her experience at World Youth Day, she underwent medical tests that confirmed the healing.
She sees perfectly. She has perfect 20/20 vision, both with and without glasses. Because it is true that after the summer, she went to the doctor again and she had the same prescription she had before she lost her sight, with normal myopia.
Shortly after news of Jimena's possible miracle, the president of the Spanish Bishops' Conference, Cardinal Juan Omella, spoke to her.
She was excited, and I said, well, let's thank God for this. As this does not lead to the beatification of anyone because the Virgin is already a saint, it is a grace from God. So let's thank him, and that's it.
Jimena's family does not want her in the public eye, but she will share her faith in her everyday life.
Jimena says that since the moment she was healed, she has gone to Mass every day and that she will go to Mass every day for the rest of her life, as long as she can.
Amazing. After Jimena's cure on August 5th, she prayed a novena of thanksgiving to Mary for her healing. Do you know someone who had a life-changing experience at World Youth Day? Email us their story at newstips@desalesmedia.org, or you can call our 24-hour number 718-517-3122. That is this current news update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.